Can you please tell us a little bit about the Good News Club and Young Life Spain to kind of give the audience a little more context into what you do with those organizations?
Good News Club is a ministry of Child Evangelism Fellowship, and it's for school-age kids. Our team goes into the public schools, and it's an after-school club.
Okay.
So the parents have to give a permission slip, but then we teach them 4 different series, and they're 2 Old Testament and 2 New Testament. And then so we're discipling them, and, salvation and discipleship is our goal with these kids. So that's Good News Club. And then Young Life Spain is a ministry of Young Life. I don't work for Young Life. I'm just helping them. And what they do with this is it's really called USA Camp San Diego, out of Young Life. But they bring unchurched kids, unbelieving kids from Spain. And so I work with a leader that's out of Spain.
Cool.
And he brings students over in the month of July, and I find host families for them. So they sell the program with it's an English language learning and American culture.
Okay.
And they do have all of that. But, the goal of Young Life as a Christian organization is to expose them to the gospel.
Okay.
And so they tell them very clearly, you will be going to a Christian camp 1 week, and you'll be with a Christian family. But they don't really know. They think, my grandma's Catholic, or my grandma goes to church.
Right.
And so they don't really understand, and they just hear from their friends that this is a really awesome family, and it's a fun camp. And so they come, and then they get to live with us for a month, and we just live. What's a Christian family look like? What do we? And when they come to the churches, they're like, I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah.
So it's a way to do evangelism, but the camp really, the Young Life camp, they get totally exposed to the gospel there. So we just, when they come home, what'd you learn about camp? Is Christianity different? Is Jesus different than you realized? And get to just share with them and share our lives, have conversations. But Young Life's stance is earn the right to be heard. So you're not supposed to be pushing anything and not really pushing. You're just living life. You pray at, if you pray at dinner, whatever, however your family, handles things, and they get to watch what's a Christian live like.
That's awesome.
So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and something interesting that Mary mentioned to me before we started was kind of the work with Good News Club is I gained kind of also to unchurched kids. So it's interesting that these 2 organizations here kind of have more of an angle towards unchurched kids, which I think is a population that I don't hear many Christian organizations pushing into. I think a lot of times we do have that discipleship element to invite your friend to church, invite your friend to when we go to Six Flags or when we do this overnight event or whatever. And it's not a lot of what does that look like after that? What does that look like in their school? What does that look like in their home life? And so I think the interesting part about those 2 organizations that you mentioned are the fact that these are pushing into unchurched kids' lives and making an impact there.